Check out Navin Lalo Streamer Network for all your streaming needs. We provide multiple angles, video and photo slides, clean audio, recording a full live stream. Contact us at 335-0205. Remember the name, Navin Lalo Streaming Network, bringing real-time events to you.
जो रोज मुझको सवारे इतना लगे सोचने क्यों मैं आजकल तेरे बारे तू झील खामोशियों की लफ्जों की मैं तो लहर हूँ एहसास की तू है दुनिया छोटा सा मैं एक शहर हूँ ये आईना है या तू है जो रोज मुझको सवारे खुद से है अगर तू बेखबर रख लूं मैं तेरा ख्याल क्या चुपके तू नजर में उतर सपनों में लूं मैं संभाल क्या सपनों में लूं मैं संभाल क्या मैं दौड़ के पास आऊं तू नींद में जो पुकारे मैं रेत हूँ तू है दरिया बैठी हूँ तेरे किनारे ये आईना है या तू है जो रोज मुझको सवारे
देनी, ये जो तेरी मेरी दूरी। बातें जरूरी है, तेरा मिलना भी जरूरी, मैंने मिटा देनी, ये जो तेरी मेरी दूरी। झूठी है वो राह मुझको इतना बताए कोई, कैसे तुझसे दिल ना लगाए कोई। रब्बा ने तुझको बनाने में कर दी है हुस्न की खाली तिजोरियां, काजल की सियाही से लिखी है तूने जाने कितनों की लव स्टोरियां। केसरिया तेरा इश्क है पिया, रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लगाऊं, दिन बीते सारा तेरी फिक्र में, रैन सारी तेरी खैर मनाऊं। केसरिया तेरा इश्क है पिया, रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लगाऊं, दिन बीते सारा तेरी फिक्र में, रैन सारी तेरी खैर मनाऊं। पतझड़ के मौसम में भी रंगी चनारों जैसी झनके सन्नाटों में, तू वीणा के तारों जैसी। सदियों से भी लंबी ये मन की अमावस्या है, और तू फुलझड़ियों वाले त्योहारों जैसी। चंदा भी दीवाना है तेरा, जलती है तुझसे सारी चकोरियां, काजल की सियाही से लिखी है तूने जाने कितनों की लव स्टोरियां। केसरिया तेरा इश्क है पिया, रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लगाऊं, दिन बीते सारा तेरी फिक्र में, रैन सारी तेरी खैर मनाऊं। केसरिया तेरा इश्क है पिया, रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लगाऊं, दिन बीते सारा तेरी फिक्र में, रैन सारी तेरी खैर मनाऊं। केसरिया तेरा इश्क है पिया, इश्क है पिया। केसरिया तेरा इश्क है पिया, इश्क है पिया। पिया इश्क है पिया, इश्क है पिया। केसरिया तेरा इश्क है पिया, रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लगाऊं। कच्ची डोरियों 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 से मैनू तू बांध ले, पक्की यारियों 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 में होंदे ना फासले। ए नाराजगी कागजी सारी तेरी, मेरे सोहणिया सुन ले मेरी दिल दियां गल्लां, करांगे नाल नाल बैठ के अख नाले अख नू मिला सताए मैनू क्यों दिखाए मैनू क्यों एवें झूठी मूठी रुस के रुसा के दिल दियां गल्लां करांगे नाल नाल बैठ के अख नाल अख नू मिला के छुपा के रखा आँखां ते सजा के तू है मेरी वफा रख अपना बना के मैं तेरे लिया यारा ना पावी कदे दूरियां तेनू लखा तो छुपा के रखा आँखां ते सजा के तू है मेरी वफा रख अपना बना के मैं तेरे लिया यारा ना पावी कदे दूरियां मैं जीना है तेरा मैं जीना है तेरा तू जीना है मेरा दस लेना की नखरा दिखा के दिल दियां गल्लां करांगे नाल नाल बैठ के अख नाल अख नू मिला के दिल दियां गल्लां रातां कालियां 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 ने मेरे दिल सांवले मेरे हानियां 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 जे लगे तू ना गले मेरा आसमां मौसमां दी ना सुने कोई ख्वाब ना पूरा बने दिल दियां गल्लां करांगे नाल नाल बैठ के अख नाल अख नू मिला के पता है मैनू क्यों छुपा के देखे तू मेरे नाम से नाम मिला के दिल दियां गल्लां करांगे नाल नाल बैठ के अख नाल अख नू मिला के दिल दियां गल्लां खैरियत पूछो कभी तो कैफियत पूछो तुम्हारे बिन दीवाने का क्या हाल है दिल मेरा देखो ना मेरी हैसियत पूछो तेरे बिन एक दिन जैसे 100 साल है अंजाम है तय मेरा होना तुम्हें है मेरा जितनी भी हो दूरियां फिलहाल है ये दूरियां फिलहाल है ओ खैरियत पूछो कभी तो कैफियत पूछो तुम्हारे बिन दीवाने का क्या हाल है तस्वीर के सहारे मौसम कई गुजारे मौसमी ना समझो पर इश्क को हमारे नजरों के सामने मैं आता नहीं तुम्हारे मगर रहते हो हर पल मंजर में तुम हमारे गर इश्क से है मिला फिर दर्द से क्या गिला इस दर्द में जिंदगी खुशहाल है ये दूरियां फिलहाल है ओ खैरियत पूछो कभी तो कैफियत पूछो तुम्हारे बिन दीवाने का क्या हाल है दिल मेरा देखो ना मेरी हैसियत पूछो तेरे बिन एक दिन जैसे 100 साल है अंजाम है तय मेरा होना तुम्हें है मेरा जितनी भी हो दूरियां फिलहाल है ये दूरियां फिलहाल है तेरी मेरी गल्लाए होगी मशहूर करना कभी तू मुझे नजरों से दूर किथे चलिए तू किथे चलिए तू किथे चलिए जानदा है दिल ये तो जान दिया तू तेरे बिना मैं ना रहूं मेरे बिना तू किथे चलिए तू किथे चलिए तू किथे चलिए काटू कैसे राता हो सावरे जिया नहीं जाता सुन बाबरे के रातां लंबे आ रे कटे तेरे संगे आ रे के रातां लंबे आ रे कटे तेरे संगे आ रे
चम 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 अंबरां दे तारे कहंदे ने सजना तू ही चन मेरे इस दिल दा मन लवे सजना तेरे बिना मेरा होवे ना गुजारा छड़ के ना जावी मैनू तू ही है सहारा
काटू कैसे राता हो सावरे जिया नहीं जाता सुन बाबरे के रातां लंबे आ रे कटे तेरे संगे आ रे के रातां लंबे आ रे कटे तेरे संगे आ रे
तेरी मेरी गल्लाए होगी मशहूर करना कभी तू मैनू नजरों से दूर पीछे चलिए तेरे पीछे चलिए तेरे पीछे चलिए
जानदा है दिल ये तो जान दिया तू तेरे बिना मैं ना रहूं मेरे बिना तू किथे चलिए तू किथे चलिए तू किथे चलिए काटू कैसे राता हो सावरे जिया नहीं जाता सुन बावरे के राता लंबे रे कटे तेरे संगया रे के राता लंबे रे कटे तेरे संगया रे
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we await the bride and groom, the Dulaha and the Dulahen, I understand the Dulaha is here, and let me ask you to kindly stand. So, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. Namaste Sitaram. Assalamu alaikum. And let me, on behalf of both the Rampasad and the Ramlal family, welcome all of you today to the Vivaah Sanskar, or the wedding ceremony of both Chandan and Satchyn. Chandan, of course, is the daughter of Pandit and Mrs. Rajesh Ramprasad, and of course, Satchyn, the son of Mr. Surendra Ramlal. On behalf of both families, I welcome all of you. This afternoon, I will be doing some entertainment for you, some light entertainment. My name is Jairaj Singh. And I want to, as we await the entrance of the Dolaha, the wedding ceremony is being conducted by Pandit Rajendra Maharaj. Let me ask you, I don't know if it is too early, but let me ask you to very warmly put your hands together for Chandan. Give her a nice round of applause. Give her a nice round of applause. So I am going to serenade her, and of course, all of you today with some appropriate songs. And I want to start with a nice, beautiful love song. I will be doing some bhajans. When Pandit comes, I will be doing some appropriate bhajans. But for now, today is a day of love and the union of two very special people. So let me start with a beautiful and appropriate love song.
मेरी जिंदगी है तू, मेरी हर खुशी है तू, मेरी जिंदगी है तू, मेरी हर खुशी है। तू ही प्यार, चाहत, तू ही आशिकी है। तू मेरी जिंदगी है तू, मेरी हर खुशी है। पहली मोहब्बत का एहसास है तू, पहली मोहब्बत का एहसास है तू, बुझ के जो बुझ ना पाई वो प्यास है तू। तू ही मेरी पहली ख्वाहिश, तू ही आखिरी है। तू मेरी जिंदगी है तू, मेरी हर खुशी है।
हर जख्म दिल का तुझे दिल से दुआ दे, हर जख्म दिल का तुझे दिल से दुआ दे, खुशियाँ तुझे गम सारे ओ प्यास है तू, मुझको खुदा दे तुझसे तेरी आखिरी है तू, मेरी जिंदगी है तू, मेरी हर खुशी है। हो मेरी जिंदगी है तू, मेरी हर खुशी है, तू ही प्यार, तू ही चाहत, तू ही आशिकी है तू, मेरी जिंदगी है तू, मेरी हर खुशी है। Please put your hands together. That was a nice song. That was a nice song. So, this afternoon, on this very special occasion, I will also be taking some requests. If by chance there is any special song any member of the audience would like to hear, I have about 25,000 songs today. So, you can just slip me a little note. That's the first thing. And the second thing, this guy here, his name is Navin Lalu, and he is streaming this affair today. So if by chance you have any relative who couldn't make it for some reason, I will give you the link. I will give you the link in a little bit. Navin will provide me with the link, and you can call up your friend and your family and from abroad. All right, for the link today. So we continue to serenade the bride-to-be, the Dullahin-to-be, Chandan, and of course Satchyn will be joining us in a little bit. है प्यार जिसे हमने जिंदगी की तरह किया है, प्यार जिसे हमने जिंदगी की तरह, वो आशिना भी मिला हमसे अजनबी की तरह, किया है प्यार जिसे हमने जिंदगी की तरह। किसे कबर पर है कि कुछ और तारीकी, किसे कबर पर है कि कुछ और तारीकी, छुपेगा वो किस बदले में चांदनी की तरह, वो आशिना भी मिला हमसे अजनबी की तरह, किया है प्यार जिसे हमने जिंदगी की तरह। उसने हाथ छोड़ दिया, वो कर रहा था मुरव्वत भी दिल लगी की तरह, वो आशना भी मिला हमसे अजनबी की तरह, किया है प्यार जिसे हमने जिंदगी की तरह। वो आशना भी मिला हमसे अजनबी की तरह, किया है प्यार जिसे हमने जिंदगी की तरह। उसके लिए कभी न सोचा था हमने कभी उसके लिए करेगा हम भी सितम, वो भी हर किसी की तरह, वो आशना भी मिला हमसे अजनबी की तरह, किया है प्यार जिसे हमने जिंदगी की तरह, हमने जिंदगी की तरह, हमने जिंदगी की तरह, हमने जिंदगी की तरह। So at this time, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let me hand you over to Pandit, our officiating Pandit, Pandit Rajendra Maharaj.
Check one. प्रेम से बोलिए श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय. And thank you, Jai Raj, for those two beautiful renditions, singing as evergreen as ever. And we are here with Chandan. So we have just concluded the Dwar Puja downstairs. There, the Dulahin's father, Pandit Rajesh, together with the Dulaha, would have performed the Dwar Puja. Of course, the Dwar Puja is that puja that takes place at the entrance to where, of course, the marriage ceremony, Vivaah Sanskar, is being performed. In that Dwar Puja, the tilak was also given. These are the gifts that the Dulahin and her family are desirous of giving to the Dulaha. So the Dulaha Sachin right now is in Janwas. Janwas is simply that short waiting period where, of course, he will receive refreshments and so on, provided by the Dulahin's parents. And whilst he's there relaxing for some time, Chandan has been here. She has performed the Imli Ghutai ceremony. This you would have witnessed, the biting of the 5 mango stems, together with the involvement of the Dulahin's Mamu. And of course, this is a very symbolical ceremony where, of course, the mother then takes the mango stems from the Dulahin after she has bitten them off. And this is a symbol of suggestion by the mother that from the time of birth to this time of marriage, I have looked upon you, my child, with the same love and affection. And even as today we perform this Vivaah Sanskar, I treasure you and I embrace you in the same manner as I would have embraced you as a child, as a baby. So, we are going to perform invocation. Take these flowers. We're going to perform invocation of the Devatas. Chandan is going to make various offerings here upon the Bedi, Ganesh, Gauri, Kalsa, Puja, and pray for the blessings of the Devis and Devatas, just as, in fact, Satchyn had done downstairs, praying for the success of this ceremony here today. Hari Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Shri Saraswatyaya Namaha Shri Guru Charan Kamalebhyo Namo Namaha Om Gajananam Bhutaganadhisevitam Kapitya Chambhu Phalacharu Bhakshanam Umasutam Shoka Vinashakarakam Namami Vighaneshwara Parapankajam Gurura Brahma Gurura Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaram Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Om Swasti na Indro Bridhasravaha Swasti na Pusha Vishwaveraha Swasti na Stakshorarishtanemi Swasti no Brihaspati Dadhatu Om Prikadashva Marutaha Prishni Mataraha Shubham Yavano Vidhateku Jagmayaha Agni Jihva Manavaha Surachakshasho Vishveno Deva Avasagamaniha Bhadram Karnebhihi Shrinuyam Devam Bhadram Pashyimakshbhijajatra Stirairangaistushvagum Shastunu Bhirvyashemahi Devahitam Yadayuhu Shatminu Shararu Anti Deva Yatra Nashakra Jarasantanunam Putraso Yatra Pitaro Bhavanti Manu Madhyaridikat Ayur Gantohom Aritir Dhyaur Aritir Antarikshagam Aritir Mata Sa Pita Sa Putraha Vishwadeva Aritahi Panchajana Aritir Jatam Aritir Janatvama Om Yato Yataha Samihase Tato No Abhyam Kuru Shamnah Kuru Prajabhyo Bhayam Na Pashubhayah Su Shantir Bhavatu Om Shriman Mahaganadhipatiye Namaha Shri Lakshmi Narayan Bhyam Namaha Uma Maheshwar Bhyam Namaha Vani Hiranyagarbha Bhyam Namaha Sachi Purandar Bhyam Namaha Mata Pitri Bhyam Namaha Ishtadevita Bhyo Namaha Kul Devita Bhyo Namaha Gram Devita Bhyo Namaha Vastu Devita Bhyo Namaha Sthan Devita Bhyo Namaha Sarve Bhyo Deve Bhyo Namaha Sarve Bhyo Brahmane Bhyo Namaha Prem Se Boliye Shri Gajanan Swami Ki Jai. Offer here by Lord Ganesh. We pray for the blessings of Ganesh Bhagwan, Gauri Mata, Shiva Shankar Bhagwan, Navgraha Devata, the success of this Vivaah Sanskar ceremony here today. Om Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakam Lambodarascha Vighato Vighananasho Vinayakam Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvat Sadhike Sharanye Trayambike Gauri Narayani Namastute Nagendraharaya Trilochanaya Bhashmangaragaya Mahishwaraya Nityaya Shodhaya Digambaraya Tashmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya Om Brahma Murari Stripurantakari Bhanu Shashi Bhumi Suto Bhurascha Guruscha Shukra Shani Rahu Ketave Shri Surajnau Graha Devata Samarapayami. Offer on these palm leaves now in front of you. So the Dullahin will now proceed to make the offerings to the Devis and Devatas. In all that we do as Hindus, we propitiate the Devis and Devatas first and foremost. We believe that whatever we embark upon, whatever venture we embark upon, by Tulsi, by the fig tree, whatever venture we embark upon, once we secure the blessings of Bhagwan, watch the fire, then this brings success to our various undertakings. So she would now continue to make the offerings upon the Bedi. I'll pass you back to Jairat Singh. We'll probably have a couple more selections as this ceremony continues. Offer water.
So, brothers and sisters, we will do an appropriate song at this point in time, a beautiful Ganesh bhajan. पति अपनी कृपा अब लीजिए, रख लाज मेरे गणपति। वो जो शाम का दर्शन क्या करे, है शीश जो प्रभु चरण में बंधन क्या करे। बेकार वो मुक्र है जो रहे व्यर्थ बातों में, मुख वो है जो हरि नाम का सुमिरन क्या करे। हीरे मोती से नहीं शोभा है हाथ की, है हाथ जो भगवान का पूजन क्या करे। मर कर भी अमर नाम है उस जीव का जग में, प्रभु प्रेम में बलिदान जो जीवन किया करे। ऐसे लागी लगन मेरा होगे मगन, ऐसे लागी लगन मेरा होगे मगन। वो तो गली गली हरि गुण गाने लगी, महलों में फली बन के जोगन चली, महलों में फली बन के जोगन चली। मेरा रानी कहाने लगी, ऐसी लागी लगन मेरा हो गए मगन। लागी लगन मेरा होगे मगन वोटो गली गली हरि गुण गाने लगी महलों में फली बन के जोगन चली मेरा रानी दीवानी कहाने चली ऐसी लागी लगन मेरा होगे मगन ऐसी लागी लगन मेरा होगे मगन ऐसी लागी लगन मेरा होगे मगन.
श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय. हिरण्यगर्भ समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य चाति पतिरेकयासीं सराढ्यां पृथिवीध्यामूर्तिमं कस्मै देवाय हविषां विधिं दक्षिणा दानं समर्पयामि. So as those two selections were being rendered, Chandan has been making the various offerings to the Devis and Devatas, and we now have the Baraka. Baraka, what is your name? Avish. So Avish is here with us, and Avish is going to hand over the gifts to the Dulahin in what is called the Dal Sankalp. These are the gifts that Satchyn and his family are desirous of offering to the Dulahin. So Chandan, having propitiated and worshipped the Devis and Devatas, secured their blessings, is now about to receive the gifts from the Dulaha's side. So Avish, you would wash your hands first. Apavitru pavitru va sarvashtangatu piva sipota. Shri Keshavaya Namaha, Shri Madhavaya Namaha, Narayanaya Namaha. Wash back your hands. Hasta prakshalanam samarpayami. Very swing. Pavitreshno Vaishnavabhyo Savitur Prasanutpanam Yachidrin Pavitrin Suryasha Rasmibhiha. Right, so Avish, you just take it up, lift it. You can lift it. Yeah, everything. Right, so you're going to use, your Asi name? Rakesh. Chandan, just rest your hand on the bag here. Hari Om Vishnu 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 Srimad Bhagavato Mahapurushashyam Pravartamana Sach Brahmano Dvitiya Pradhe Shishvitmada Kalpe Vaim Vashvanvantarim Ashtabishanti Me Kali Yuge Kali Pratham Charane Trinidad Deshem Suratris Nagarim Jajman Rakesh Namasyam Ravivare Maghamase Krishna Pakshe Swati Nakshatra Dal Sankalp Karishyatim. Say Krishna Arpanam. Say Swasti. Right. Let's rest it right here by Chandan. Right, so now what has to remain outside, you take out already for outside? Good. Thank you, Avish. We would need your services again when we're doing the tag part. So, Chandan will now return inside. So Dulahin's mother would make all arrangements for the Dulahin to return inside, and of course, she will join us when she returns for the Kanyadaan ceremony. And as the Dulahin is returning inside, I'll pass you back to either the DJ or to Jairaj for another selection. And of course, as soon as she returns inside, we're going to have also the Dulaha, Satchyn, coming up to join us here, where he would have to perform Vivaah puja and other ceremonies whilst we are waiting the return of the Dulahin.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you kindly stand? Please stand. मुझे जीना आया है। और तेरे संग यारा खुश रंग बहारा, तू रात दीवानी मैं जरन सितारा। और तेरे संग यारा खुश रंग बहारा, मैं बहन मुसाफिर जो कर दे इशारा। Please be seated, kindly be seated. कहीं किसी भी गली में जाऊं मैं, तेरे खुशबू से टकराऊं मैं। हर रात जो आता है मुझे वो ख्वाब तू, तेरे मेरे मिलना दस्तूर है। तेरे होने से मुझ में नूर है, मैं हूँ सोना सा एक आसमां महताब तू। हो करम खुदाया है, मैंने प्यार जो पाया है, तुझ पे मर के ही तो मुझे जीना आया है। और तेरे संग यारा खुश रंग बहारा, तू रात दीवानी मैं जरन सितारा। और तेरे संग यारा खुश रंग बहारा, मैं बहता मुसाफिर जो तू कर दे इशारा। मैंने छोड़े हैं बाकी सारे रास्ते, बस आया हूँ तेरे पास रे। मेरी आंखों में तेरा नाम है, पहचान ले। Let me ask you to kindly stand, ladies and gentlemen.
Prem se bole Shri Gajanan Swami ki jai. So special welcome to the Vivaah Sanskar and Vivaah's father, and of course Panditji, Vivaah's father, Pandit Rajesh, and all the other Bharatians who, of course, were awaiting the return, or the entrance, I should say, upstairs here into the Mandap area. So Sachin, just before you came to the Bedi here, Chandan was here. She has performed puja here at the Bedi, invocation of the Devatas. As you are here, take these flowers in hand, and you also seek the blessings of Bhagwan Ganapati. As you have come to perform this Vivaah Sanskar ceremony here today, you pray for success and for happiness, the fulfillment of all goals and desires, as you accept today this, the vows of marriage. Hari Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvighanam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. Hari Om Gananang Tva Ganapati Gung Havamahe Priyanang Tva Priyapati Gung Havamahe Nidhinang Tva Nidhipati Gung Havamahe Baso Mama Aham Jasi Garbharam Atam Jasi Garbharam. Boliye Shri Gajanan Swami ki jai. Offer here by Lord Ganesh. In the Madhupark ceremony, the Vivaah is offered the taste of honey. Madhu, as you know, means honey. And the Vivaah's father offers to him. Vivaah's father offers to him this honey, so you'll just take the ring finger, Sachin, and offer it to Lord Ganesh first, touch it by the feet of Lord Ganesh. Right? And then you'll take that same ring finger and taste the honey 3 times. Hari Om Madhuparkam, Madhuparkam, Prati Grehitam. Right? Give it to him back. So the Vivaah's father would ask him, how did it taste? Sweet? Good? Good? And that's the correct answer. The Madhupark ceremony, Sachin, is very symbolical. You have noticed that since you came here today, they have met you and treated you in a very special manner. What you call VIP welcome and VIP treatment, right? And downstairs, of course, they perform your arati and gave you the tilak, which has the gifts and so on that they wanted to give to you. Here, of course, very special welcome, very comfortable seat. You had to sit down. And now your father-in-law has given you the taste of honey, Madhupark. They say to you today, as you have come to take Chandan in marriage, we welcome you in this special manner. We treat you in this sweet way, in this good way, in your words. And in turn, we ask that you would treat the Dullahin in the same manner. All right? Let's put that into the northeast corner of the Bedi there. Right, do you have a broomstick there, Steve, for us to use? You know, Sachin, throughout your life, I'm sure you would have had to undergo many tests, many exams and so on that you would have to write to be certified in your particular field, your chosen field of profession. When you wanted to drive a motor car, you had to pass a driving test. So it seems only right that, you know, for one of the most important things in life, marriage, there should also be a test. Well, in the Hindu marriage ceremony, there is a test, and we're just about to administer that test, Sachin. Nothing too difficult, right? So Baba will stick the broomstick into the Bedi here in front of you. And Sachin, you're going to break the broomstick, but only with 2 fingers, the thumb and the index finger. All right? Easy? Go ahead. In the middle. Go at the middle. Hari Om Vistarang Vistarang Prati Grahitam. Good. He has passed the test with flying colors. Nothing to hold him back. Take the 2 halves, Sachin. Good. Put it in the northeast corner of the Bedi again. Today, Sachin, you would become a husband. In due course of time, you would become a father. As a husband and as a father, you are expected to discharge your duties as provider and protector for your home and for your family. And in this part of the ceremony, both fathers will join together with you in praying for your physical and mental well-being, so that you would be able to discharge these duties towards your family in the best way and most efficient way. One in each hand, the right hand and the left hand. Right, so Sachin's dad, you come forward as well. Right, make a fist. Cross the hands like this. Baba, you just guide the hand. So we're praying for the blessings of the eyes, the nose, the shoulders, the feet, so that your entire body would be blessed. So the eyes would be blessed, you see Bhagwan, you see your Dulahin. The ears would be blessed, you would listen to the Dulahin's voice. The feet, the entire body would be blessed. You know, they're saying you must stand strong, stand firm. So we pray that indeed your shoulders would be blessed. Your shoulders are supposed to be strong to shoulder the responsibilities of family life, what we call Vivaah Sanskar. So we touch the nostrils first. Hari Om Vangam Asya Astu. The nostrils. Om Nasorme Pranu Astu. The eyes. Akshorme Chakra Astu. The ears. Karan Uyorme Shotram Astu. The shoulders. Vahavorme Balam Astu. The thighs, right and left. Urvome Ojo Astu. Let's start again with the nostrils. Vangamaye Astu. Om Nasorme Pranu Astu. Akshorme Chakra Astu. Karanyorme Shotram Astu. Vaharvome Balam Astu. Urvome Ojo Astu. One more time. Om Shri Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha. Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Shri Govindaya Namo Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute. Prem se boliye Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. All right, so we have Jairat Singh with us again. I'll pass you back to him. The Dulaha would perform Havan. Whilst, of course, we are awaiting now the return of the Dulahin back to the Mandap area here, where we would get into the Kanyadaan ceremony. But in the meantime, we'll have a couple of selections from Jairat Singh.
Thank you very much, Panditji. This next song, this is a beautiful and again an appropriate song. This is a beautiful song that sings of the love story of Shri Krishna and Radharani.
यशोमती मैया से बोले नंदलाला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला। यशोमती मैया से बोले नंदलाला, राधा क्यों गोरी काला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला। बोली मुस्काती मैया ललन को बताया, बोली मुस्काती मैया ललन को बताया। कारी आंधी आधी रात में तू आया, लाडला कन्हैया मेरा ओ, लाडला कन्हैया मेरा काली कमली वाला, इसलिए काला। यशोमती मैया से बोले नंदलाला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला। राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला। बोली मुस्काती मैया सुन मेरे प्यारे, बोली मुस्काती मैया सुन मेरे प्यारे, गोरी गोरी राधिका के नैन कजरारे, काली नैन वाले ने काली नैन वाली ने ऐसा जादू डाला इसलिए काला। यशोमती मैया से बोले नंदलाला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला। इतने में राधा प्यारी आए दिलाती, इतने में राधा प्यारी आए दिलाती, मैंने न जादू डाला बोली वे भाती, मैया कन्हैया तेरा हो, मैया कन्हैया जग से निराला इसलिए काला। यशोमती मैया से बोले नंदलाला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला। Thank you very much. You're very kind. Thank you. जो वादा किया वो निभाना पड़ेगा, रोके जमाना चाहे रोके खुदाई तुमको आना पड़ेगा, जो वादा किया वो निभाना पड़ेगा। तरसती निगाहों ने आवाज दी है, मोहब्बत की राहों में आवाज दी है, जाने हया जाने या छोड़ो तरसाना तुमको आना पड़ेगा, जो वादा किया वो निभाना पड़ेगा, ये माना हमें जैसे जाना पड़ेगा, पर ये समझ लो तुमने जब भी पुकारा हमको आना पड़ेगा, जो वादा किया वो निभाना पड़ेगा। हम अपनी वफा पे ना इल्जाम लेंगे, तुम्हें दिल दिया है तुम्हें जान भी देंगे,
जब इश्क का सौदा किया फिर क्या घबराना, हमको आना पड़ेगा। जो वादा किया वो निभाना पड़ेगा। चमकते हैं जब तक ये चांद और तारे, न टूटेंगे अब यह दो पैगाम हमारे। एक दूसरा जब दे सजा हो के दीवाना, हमको आना पड़ेगा। जो वादा किया वो निभाना पड़ेगा, निभाना पड़ेगा।
Kindly stand as we welcome the Dullahin back into the mandap area here for the continuation of the ceremony with the Kanyadaan.
आओगे जब आओगे जब आओगे जब तुम ओ साजना, अंगना फूल खिलेंगे, बरसेगा सावन, बरसेगा सावन, झूम झूम के दूध है।
Actually, that was a false alarm. The Dullahin is not quite ready as yet. Yeah. So we will continue with a few selections while she is in fact getting ready to join us.
तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी, हैरान हूँ मैं, ओ हैरान हूँ। तेरे मासूम सवालों से परेशान हूँ मैं, ओ परेशान हूँ मैं। तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी, हैरान हूँ मैं, ओ हैरान हूँ मैं। सोच ही नहीं दर्द संभाल होंगे, जीने के लिए सोचा ही नहीं दर्द संभाल होंगे। मुस्कुराई तो मुस्कुराने के कर्ज उधार होंगे। मुस्कुराए कभी तो लगता है जैसे होठों पे कर्ज रखा था। तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी, हैरान हूँ मैं, ओ हैरान हूँ मैं।
भर आई है, बूंदे बरस जाएंगे। आज अगर भर आई है, बूंदे बरस जाएंगे। कल क्या पता इनके लिए आँख तरस जाएंगे। जाने कहाँ गुम हुआ कहाँ खोया, एक आस छुपा के रखा था। तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी, हैरान हूँ मैं, ओ हैरान हूँ मैं। तेरे मासूम सवालों से परेशान हूँ मैं, ओ परेशान हूँ मैं, परेशान हूँ मैं। And ladies and gentlemen, just before I continue, I want to ask you this evening, as on many other occasions, I am working this evening with my very good friend Rakesh. He is one of the finest sound engineers I have worked with. Please give him a nice round of applause. Rakesh from right next door in Lal Bihari Trace. He's a brilliant sound engineer. So I said earlier, I am taking some requests. I don't just want to sing the songs that I want to sing. If by chance there is any song, as I said, I have about 5,000 here and 5,000 in the car. All right, so just let me know if there's anything that you, within reason, you can't sing any kind of songs. All right, so please be advised accordingly. This is a nice Kishore Kumar. हमें और जीने की चाहत न होते, हमें और जीने की चाहत न होते, अगर तुम न होते, अगर तुम न होते। हमें और जीने की चाहत न होते, अगर तुम न होते, अगर तुम न होते। देख के तो लगता है इसे बाहरों का मौसम आया हो जैसे। तुम्हें देख के तो लगता है इसे बाहरों का मौसम आया हो जैसे। दिखाई न देखी अंधेरों में होती, अगर तुम न होते, अगर तुम न होते। हमें और जीने की चाहत न होते, अगर तुम न होते, अगर तुम न होते। में और जीने की चाहत न होते, अगर तुम न होते, अगर तुम न होते. Thank you. All right, so we are just standing by for the return of the Dulahin. So let me do this next song. And I told you earlier, this affair is being streamed live by my good friend Navin Lalu, and these are his two beautiful children. Give them a nice round of applause. Very, very bright children, these children. Of course, they have taken after their mother. Navin is my friend, I could tell Navin that. This is another really beautiful song, one of my all-time favorites. कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है, कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता. Okay. So I will do this song a little bit later. More important than me is the bride and the groom. Please stand, ladies and gentlemen, kindly stand.
आओगे जब आओगे जब आओगे जब तुम ओ साजना, अंगना फूल खिलेंगे, बरसेगा सावन, बरसेगा सावन, झूम झूम के दो दिल ऐसे मिलेंगे. आओगे जब तुम ओ साजना, अंगना फूल खिलेंगे. केसरिया बालमा आवोनी, पधारोनी मारे देश, देश जी, पधारोनी मारे देश, पधारोनी मारे देश. ओ केसरिया केसरिया. नैना तेरे कजरारे हैं, नैनों पे हम दिल हारे हैं, अनजाने ही तेरे नैनों ने वादे किए कई सारे हैं.
Can you take your seats?
मध्यम चले तो
So we extend a special welcome to the Dulahin, Chandan, and of course we've had Satchyn with us before, and of course Satchyn as well is extending that welcome to Chandan. You know, Sachin, there used to be a time many, many years ago when there was a recognition ceremony where the Dulaha was asked to identify if indeed this was the Dulahin that he had chosen to get married, and vice versa, the Dulahin would be asked to identify that if this was the correct Dulaha. But I know we're beyond that stage. And of course, we're speaking about, maybe 50, 60 years ago when sometimes there was hardly a meeting, maybe just one time. The Dulaha and Dulahin would see each other before marriage. Of course, as a society, we have evolved and progressed beyond that. And so we have eliminated that part of the ceremony. But it's worthwhile mentioning, especially to the younger folks, that of course this used to be a custom. All right? So, Chandan, you may take your seat. Sachin, you can take your seat as well. Right? Bahin, you'll wash your hands. Hari Om Pavitro Pavitro Va. Sarvashtangato piva yasmarit pundarikaksham sarbhya bhyantaram suchim. Supporter. Shikeshwaya namaha, Shri Madhavaya namaha, Narayanaya namaha. Wash back your hands. Hasta prakshalanam samarapayami. Let's touch her feet. Baba, you can touch hands as well. Touch Dulahin hand, Leela's hand. Hari Om Gandham Ganga Saraswati Reva Payoshini Narmara Jalai Snapito Simaya Devam Tatha Shanti Kurushme. Wash back your hands. Hasta Prakshalanam Samarapayami. Where is Painty? Pavitreshno Vaishnavabhyo Savitrupasanutpanam Yachidrin Pavitrin Surya Sharasmi Bhiha. And so, as the parents get prepared to perform the Kanyadaan ceremony, the Granti Bandhan, Steve, you tied already? Right. Offer Chandan for her. Om Shri Khanda Chandanam Divyam Gandhadyam Sumanoharam Bilepanam Surashrishnam Chandanam Priti Grahitam. Place this flower on her head. Malyadeni Sugandheni Malyadeni Nimay Prabhu Maya Hiratani Pujartham Pushpani Priti Grahitam. Perform Arati. So today the Dulahin is looked upon as Griha Lakshmi, and she is given that respect and honor worthy of her Devi as the parents perform her Arati, wash her feet, and perform Kanya Pujan. Sajang Chavarshitam Yuktam Vahina Yujatam Mayam Deepam Grahana Devasya Trailokyam Timirapaham. And so in the Kanyadaan ceremony, the Dulahin holds in her hand a loaf of flour, right hand or left hand. Put right on left. Bahin, you would place your hand under hers. Baba, you would place your hand under the mother's hand. And the brother is here, Tilak. He's going to offer the water. So stand between your mama, your dad and your sister. So I'll tell you when, don't start as yet. Sachin, when the water is emptied from the lota, they will place her hands in yours. So at that point in time, you just need to get up and come closer. All right? But first, we sing one of the traditional songs that is sung at this time of the marriage ceremony. This Kanyadaan that is performed as the Dulahin and her parents pray for the blessings of Gauri Mata, Parvati Mata, Ganapati Devata. That is, this sacred Kanyadaan ceremony has been performed. Their blessings will be bestowed upon the Dulaha and the Dulahin so that, of course, their union would become blessed. Kapila lotiya ho, kapila dhotiya ho, kapila khushawa kedab ho, marve me kapila बीती के मैया हो कैसे के वो कन्यादान हो मरवे में कापेला बीती के भैया हो कैसे के वो कन्यादान हो कापेला लोतिया हो कापेला धोतिया हो कापेला खुशावा के डाब हो. So as we recite the Sankalp mantra now, Tilak, you will begin to pour the water in a continuous stream of water, and the now will hold the tali for the purposes of collection of the water. Hari Om Vishnu 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 Srimad Bhagavato Mahapurushasya Paravartamana Saj Brahmano Dvitiya Paradhe Shri Shvetbada Kalpe Vaivashvanvantarim Ashtabi Shanti Me Kali Yuge Kali Pratham Charane Trinidad Deshe Suratris Nagare Jajman Pandit Rajesh Rampasad Tiwari और पत्नी सहित लीला रामप्रसाद तिवारी रविवारे माघ मासे कृष्ण पक्षे स्वाति नक्षत्रे कन्यादान संकल्पम करिष्यतिम. So that continuous flow of water symbolizes the continuity or the stability that would exist now in this relationship and this marriage between Chandan and Satchyn. Within this loya flower, Satchyn, are coins. The coins, of course, represents money. So, of course, the blessings that is being bestowed upon you today, of course, the loya flower, of course, represents food, roti. So you have the blessings of food, the blessings of money, and, of course, the blessings of a dulahin, the blessings of a wife. What more do you need, Satchyn? That's it? Right, good. Right, so Tilak is just emptying the last remnants of the water there. So I will get out of the way, Satchyn, and you need to come forward now. Come in front of me. Extend your hand, and the parents will now place Chandan's hand in Satchyn's hand. This represents the handing over of the bride, the handing over of the dulahin in marriage. So Krishna Arpanam, Swasti, right? Parents will remove their hands, and now Chandan, you will remove your hands and leave the loya flower in his hand for now. Satchyn, you can return to your seat and give this to the now, this loya flower. He will take care of that. So Chandan, you would stand now. So you'll ask Dulahin's father to come in front now to tie the knot. Bahin, you will just touch his hands now. This now would represent the union of wedlock, of marriage that would exist between Satchyn and Chandan. Within these two pieces of cloth are the jawain and coin and kasaili and so on, which are the sacred ingredients and elements used in the tying of the Granthi Bandhan. Hari Om Yena Raja Dina Bali Bandhu Manjalam Manjalam. And Baba has just given it a double knot, making sure it's tied firmly. The strength test has been given, Satchyn, right? You would extend your right hand, Satchyn, ask Chandan to take your hand and invite her to come and sit with you. Right. So now that we have both Dulaha and Dulahin on the same side, on the same seat, so you can take a seat on the puja there now. We're going to go into the Pau Puja ceremony. As you know, in the Pau Puja ceremony, the thali and lota would be offered to the Dulaha and Dulahin. So Dulahin's parents would begin first, and then we'll invite others who have come prepared to take part in the Pau Puja ceremony to also join us, where you can make these offerings to the Dulaha and Dulahin. Of course, the thali and lota are the traditional utensils that as Hindus we have used. And of course, it is given as a gift to the Dulaha and Dulahin. All right, so I'll pass you back to Jairaj Singh, maybe a couple more selections as we continue with our ceremony.
Thank you very much, Panditji. So let me once again go to that song, Kabhi Kabhi, Mere Dil Mein Khayal Aata Hai.
कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है कि जैसे तुझको गया है मेरे लिए कि जैसे तुझको बनाया गया है मेरे लिए। तू अब से पहले सितारों में बस रही थी कहीं, तू अब से पहले सितारों में बस रही थी कहीं। तुझे ज़मीं पे बुलाया गया है मेरे लिए, तुझे ज़मीं पे बुलाया गया है मेरे लिए। कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है कि ये बदन ये निगाहें मेरी अमानत है, कि ये बदन ये निगाहें मेरी अमानत है। ये गेसुओं की घनी छाँव है मेरी खातिर, ये होठ और ये बाहें मेरी अमानत है, ये होठ और ये बाहें मेरी अमानत है। कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है कि जैसे बजती है शहनाई आस राहों में, कि जैसे बजती है शहनाई आस राहों में। सुहाग रात है घूंघट उतारा हूँ मैं, सुहाग रात है घूंघट उतारा हूँ मैं। सिमट रही है तू शर्मा की अपनी बाहों में, सिमट रही है तू शर्मा की अपनी बाहों में। कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है कि जैसे तू मुझे चाहे कि उम्र भर यूं ही होतेगी मेरी तरफ प्यार की नजर यूं ही। मैं जानता हूँ कि तू गैर है मगर यूं ही, मैं जानता हूँ कि तू गैर है मगर यूं ही। कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है।
I like this little group here. You see this little group here? I love. Somebody said Baharo Pool. Who said that? Somebody said Kura Kagaz, Baharo Pool, Barasaun. All right, let me just tell you a little story about that song. Baharo Pool, Barasaun. I got married 28 years ago, although I look like I'm 30. 28 years ago, I got married. And when I got married, the night before, I was supposed to sing in the finals of the Voice of Mohammed Rafi competition, and I sang this song, Baharo Pool Barasau. That's 28 years ago when I got married, and I do, if I say so myself, I do look like I'm 30. That's Robin's salt in you. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Don't ask me how much I used to work for, eh? I feel so. Before I do this song, who requested Baharo Pool? What's your name? Shobha. Shobha, who is the pua of the Dolahen. Shobha, you have excellent taste in music. Excellent taste. This is one of my favorite.
बहारों फूल बरसाऊं मेरा महबूब आया है मेरा महबूब आया है बहारों फूल बरसाऊं मेरा महबूब आया है मेरा महबूब आया है हवाओं रंग निगाहों मेरा महबूब आया है मेरा महबूब आया है ओ लाली फूल की मेहंदी लगाई गोर हाथों में उथराए घटा का जल लगाई प्यार आँखों में सितारों आँख भर जाऊं मेरा महबूब आया है मेरा महबूब आया है बहारों फूल बरसाऊं मेरा महबूब आया है मेरा महबूब आया है नजारों हर तरफ अब तान दो एक नूर की चादर बड़ा शर्मीला दिलबर है चला जाए ना शर्मा कर जरा तुम दिल को बहलाओ मेरा महबूब आया है मेरा महबूब आया है बहारों फूल बरसाऊं मेरा महबूब आया है मेरा महबूब आया है सजाई है जवा कलियों ने अब ये सेज उल्फत की इन्हें मालूम आएगी एक दिन रुत मोहब्बत की फज़ाओं रंग
फिक्रा मेरा महबूब आया है, मेरा महबूब आया है। बहारों फूल बरसाओ मेरा महबूब आया है, मेरा महबूब आया है। That was a nice tune. That was a nice. All right. Yes, son. Hello. Hello. What is your name? Bhavisham, what you want to hear? What song you want to hear? You want to hear Gunga Gana? You want Baba to put me out from here? All right. So, this next song, this song is a beautiful song. It says, your hair is like silver and your body is like gold. You are the only one with that wealth of beauty. This is according to the people down by my side, there's a big tune. Like Navin and them, they say with their band. Very talented, this guy. He's one of the top musicians. Please give him a nice round of applause, Navin Lalu. He's a boss musician. Hey! चांदी जैसा रंग है तेरा, चांदी जैसा रंग है तेरा, सोने जैसे बाल। एक तू ही धनवान है गोरी, बाकी सब कंगाल। चांदी जैसा रंग है तेरा, सोने जैसे बाल। एक तू ही धनवान है गोरी, बाकी सब कंगाल। एक तू ही धनवान है गोरी, बाकी सब कंगाल। रास्ते से तू गुजरे वो फूलों से भर जाए, जिस रास्ते से तू गुजरे वो फूलों से भर जाए। तेरे पैर की कोमल आहट सोते बाग जगाए, जो पत्थर चूले गोरी तू वो हीरा बन जाए। जिसको मिल जाए वो, तू जिसको मिल जाए वो हो जाए मालामाल। एक तू ही धनवान है गोरी, बाकी सब कंगाल। एक तू ही धनवान है गोरी, बाकी सब कंगाल। पर क्या क्या रंग जमाते लोग, तू ना जाने कैसे रूप चुराते लोग, नजरें भर भर देखे तुझको आते जाते लोग, जय बिच मिले रानी तोरा, जय बिच मिले रानी तोरा, मुगद और निकाल, एक तू ही धनवान है गोरी, बाकी सब कंगाल, चांदी जैसा रंग है तेरा, सोने जैसे बाल, एक तू ही धनवान है गोरी, बाकी सब कंगाल। धनकता कलियां और तारे सब है तेरा रूप, धनकता कलियां और तारे सब है तेरा रूप, गजले हो या गीत हो मेरे सब में तेरा रूप, यूं ही चमकती रहे हमेशा तेरे हुस्न की धूप, तुझे नजर ना लगे किसी की, तुझे नजर ना लगे किसी की, ये हजारों साल, एक तू ही धनवान है गोरी, बाकी सब कंगाल, चांदी जैसा रंग है तेरा, सोने जैसे बाल, एक तू ही धनवान है गोरी, बाकी सब कंगाल, एक तू ही धनवान है गोरी, बाकी सब कंगाल, एक तू ही धनवान है गोरी, बाकी सब कंगाल।
All right. So I understand there are some people who are here from abroad. Anybody here from abroad? Anybody? Where you from, bhai? California? California like the USA or California like in Trinidad? From Trinidad. You hit my good one day, boy. So Sala Pehele, that's a big tune, a big people song. Anybody again from away? From foreign? Where are you from, ma'am? Canada? Anybody from Canada? Any other visitor? Both of you? Where in Canada? Toronto? I mean, the weather is very cool at this point in time. How are you feeling in Trinidad? Are you feeling good, and? All right, well, this song is for both of you also. And the gentleman from California, in Trinidad and Tobago. All right, this is a big tune. This song says, I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you today, and I shall love you for 1,000 more. That's a big tune. Thanks for requesting that song, partner. Thanks. This is a real nice song.
100 साल पहले मुझे तुमसे प्यार था, मुझे तुमसे प्यार था, आज भी है और कल भी रहेगा। सदियों से तुझसे मिलने जिया बेकरार था, जिया बेकरार था, पहले मुझे तुमसे प्यार था, मुझे तुमसे प्यार था, आज भी है और कल भी रहेगा। तुम रोता ना करो, मेरी जान निकल जाती है। तुम हंसते रहती हो तो एक बिजली सी चमक जाती है। तुम रोता ना करो, मेरी जान निकल जाती है। तुम हंसते रहती हो तो एक बिजली सी चमक जाती है। मुझे जीत जियो दिलबर, तेरा इंतजार था, तेरा इंतजार था, आज भी है और कल भी रहेगा। 100 साल पहले मुझे तुमसे प्यार था, मुझे तुमसे प्यार था, आज भी है और कल भी रहेगा। इस दिल के तारों में मधुर झनकार तुम्हीं से है, और ये हसीन जलवा में मस्त बहार तुम्हीं से है। इस दिल के तारों में मधुर झनकार तुम्हीं से है, और ये हसीन जलवा में मस्त बहार तुम्हीं से है। दिल तो ये मेरा सनम तेरा तलबगार था, तेरा तलबगार था, आज भी है और कल भी रहेगा। 100 साल पहले मुझे तुमसे प्यार था, मुझे तुमसे प्यार था, आज भी है और कल भी रहेगा। So I want to ask you to put your hands together for Mr. Surendra. Give him Mr. Ramlal, give him a nice round of applause. This fella, I don't know him, but I get the sense that he knows good music. He knows good music. And I want to ask you also, ladies and gentlemen, to please put your hands together for Pandit Rajesh, who is responsible for me being here. Pandit Rajesh is the Dullahin's father. And I wanted to say this earlier. I have been a very great follower of his grandfather. I don't know how many of you know his grandfather was Dari Baba, who did one of the most beautiful recordings of the Ramayana. It is an absolutely beautiful and treasured recording of the Ramayana that was done many, many decades ago. And his grandfather was very well known throughout Trinidad and Tobago. So remember, I am taking some requests. So it's over to Panditji. It is now over to Pandit Rajendra. Pandit Rajendra Maharaj ji.
Thank you very much, Jairaj Singh, for all of those beautiful selections and, of course, golden selections. We are moving on, my dear friends. We have just completed the Power Puja ceremony. As you know, in the Power Puja ceremony, the Tarya and Lota has been offered to the Dullaha and Dullahin. We're now about to do the circumambulation of the fire. We'll invite the Dullahin's brother to join us. I think Kesar is already here. So, of course, you know, the fire will be circumambulated 7 times. Okay, so just give Sachin the bag to hold there, that jhula. So you're going to offer into the fire. Chandan, touch his hand. Take a little bit in your right hand, and you'll offer. No. Just offer it around the flame. Don't offer it to out. Watch. You open it. You take it with your right hand a little bit and offer when I say swaha. Yeah, take like a handful so, and offer around the flame. Hari Om Chitam Sha Swaha Idam Chitaye Namama. Around the flame, offer it out. Can you hear swaha or for all that you have in your hand? Om Chitasya Swaha Idam Chityaye Namama. Om Akutam Swaha Idam Akutaye Namama. Om Akutischa Swaha Idam Akutaye Namama. Om Vigyatam Cha Swaha Vigyataye Namama. Om Daraschaye Swaha Idam Darashaye Namama. Om Manascha Swaha Idam Manase Namama. Sarvadevi Devatabhyo Namo Namaha Swaha. Take the lota there. Kesar, you take that from him now. Take the lota and arpan kare the fire. Pass it around and offer it on the flower there. On the bedi. Sadvatidat samayuktam sugandhim didmalam jalam achmanyam mayadatam grahanam parameshwaram. Right. 3 times and bow to the fire. Leave the lota there and stand, both of you. Right, just pull back the piru a little bit by him so you can give them a little room to move around the bedi. Right, so Kesar, you're going to offer, both of you hold the bhawar together. Kesar will offer the lava onto your bhawar, and you in turn will offer it into the fire. When I say swaha, hold on. So, of course, you know we're going around the fire 7 times. The Dulahin, Chandan, you are leading the first 4 times. So, of course, Sachin, you have to follow her. And then you will lead the remaining 3 times, and she will follow you. All right? Right, so Kesar, you have access there? No, we're just doing 1, right? Just hold the bhava, right? Om Aryaman Devam Kanya Agni Maya Shakti Namama Swaha into the fire. Right. Give Kesar that to hold for you. Chandan, you're going in front. You're walking around the fire. This represents the journey of life that begins together today for Chandan and for Sachin. Stand as you were standing before. Right. You offer now into the fire. Om iyam nadya prabhuti lajanava swaha iram agnaye namama. All of it? Right. Just offer around. Right. So Chandan, you're going again in front. This is the second circumambulation around the fire. They pray for the blessings of Ganesh Bhagwan, who removes all obstacles and all impediments from our pathway. That is the journey forth into the Grihas Ashram, the householder stage of life. All success and happiness would be bestowed upon them. Right? We're going to make the third offering into the fire now. Om Imal Lajav, Om Imal Lajav, Navapavagyam, Samaridhi, Karan, Swaha, Iram Agnaye Namama. All right, you will take the third circumambulation around the fire. Take your time. The fourth offering would be made now. Om Gribhanami te saubhagyavati hastam mayam swaha idam agnaye namama. Chandan, this is your fourth time to lead. They pray for the blessings of Mahalakshmi Mata, who brings the blessings of wealth and prosperity into our homes and to our families. Of course, wealth and prosperity is important to all of us to provide for the needs of our family and ourselves. The fifth offering will be made now into the fire. Om te santu jadasthaya samiprav swaha iram agnaye namama. So Sachin, you are in front now. As you take this fifth circumambulation around the fire, they pray for the blessings of Durga Devi, the blessings of offspring, children that brings into our home, into our families, fulfillment and happiness. You'll make the sixth offering now into the fire. Om Bhagyaye Swaha Idam Bhagyaye Namama. We take the sixth circumambulation around the fire. We pray for the blessings of longevity, long life. Long life obviously comes with good health. This is important to all of us to discharge the responsibilities towards our family members and extended family as well. The seventh offering now would be made, of course, seventh circumambulation. So now, Kesar, just hold the jholi and let it flow onto theirs and empty out all into the fire. Om Prajapataye Swaha Iram Prajapataye Namama. Of out all. Swaha. Right, give Kesar the two bhaval to hold. And you will take now the seventh circumambulation around the fire. Walk slowly, for the now has to organize for the Saptapadi. When you come to this spot, you can just remain standing there for a moment as the now organizes for the next part of the ceremony. And whilst we're organizing for the Saptapadi, I will just chant a few chaupai. Steve, put it this note. Put it this note. Yeah. Put it on that side of this note. We'll just chant a few chaupai from the pages of Ramayana. This describes the wedding ceremony between Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra and Devi Sita Mata. Kuvaru kuvari kal bhavari deenhi nayan labh sab sadad leenhi mangal mool lagana dinu ava himaritu aganahu mas suhava Jiya binu deha nadi binu bari Taisiye nath purusha binu nari Nath sakal sukha sath tumhari Sadar bimal bidhu baran nihari Mohi magha chalatan hoyi hi hari Chinu charan sarojani hari Sabhi bhati piya seva hi kari hau Marag janit sakal shram hari hau Paya pakhari baithi taru chahi Ari hau bavu mudit man mahi श्रम कन सहित श्याम तनु देखी कहय दुख समो प्रणपति पेखी. So it says in these Chaupai. All right, so the 7 palm leaves are aligned there, so you can walk to that position now. You're facing north. Chandan, you are closer to the Bedi, and Satchyn, you on the outer part there. So the right foot of the Duluhin would be in line with the palm leaf. Right, so don't step on it just yet, I will tell you when. So just to give you a meaning, the meaning of what we have, the Chaupai that we have chanted, and of course it's a reminder that these describe the marriage of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra and Devi Sita Mata. Sri Ram had said to Sita Devi, as I walk by your side in the journey of life, I shall know no weariness or sadness. Each moment will be filled with the sight of you, will bring new joy. In turn, she says to him, Prabhu, the sight of your lotus feet would bring contentment and happiness to me. In all ways, I will serve you and soothe the pain of traveling along the rough road of life. As a body without a soul and a river without water, even so is that individual without his companion in life, his married companion, we should emphasize. And it ends off by saying, may you always be dear to me, Sita Devi says to Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra, and may you live a long and happy life. May we live a long and happy life together. So we have the number 7 coming up again, Satchyn and Chandan. So you took 7 circumambulation around the fire. The fire, again, Devata acts as a Jagat Sakshi, the witness to all that take place. Of course, we have many witnesses here, family members and so on, but again, Devata is the ultimate witness to all that we do. So now, again, 7 steps. So what's the difference? In this Saptapadi, the Duluhin accepts the gotra or the lineage of her husband. You know, when marriage has come to an end and you receive your marriage certificate and so on, the Duluhin would accept the title or the surname of her husband. But in the Hindu marriage ceremony, we go one step further. When you take these 7 simultaneous steps, here the Duluhin accepts the lineage of her husband. So I will recite the mantra, and then only the right foot of the Duluhin would step onto the palm leaf. So Satchyn, all you need to do is to stand at her side. Hari Om Ek Pari Bhav Sama Manuvrat Bhav Vishnustva Nayatu Putran Vindavai Bahuste Santu Jadastayah. Step onto the first palm leaf, Chandan. Satchyn just step next to her. Satchyn says to you, our love have become firm by you taking this one step with me. Offer to me food and be helpful to me in every way. I will cherish you and provide for the welfare and happiness of you and our children. In turn, Chandan says, it is my humble submission to you. Give me the responsibility of the home, the food and finances. I promise you that I shall discharge all responsibilities for the welfare of the family. The second step would be taken now. Hari Om Dvipadi Bhav Sama Manuvrat Bhav Vishnustva Nayatu Putran Vindavahai Bahuste Santu Jadastayah. Step onto the second palm leaf. Satchyn says, fill my heart with courage and strength, and together we shall protect the household and the children. In turn, Chandan replies, in your grief, I shall fill your heart with courage and strength. In your happiness, I shall rejoice. I promise you that I shall please you always with sweet words and take care of the family, and you shall love me and me alone as your wife. The third step would be taken now. Hari Om Tripari Bhav Sama Manuvrat Bhav Vishnustva Nayatu Putran Vindavahai Bahuste Santu Jarastayah. Step onto the third palm leaf. Now that you have walked 3 steps with me, Satchyn says, by virtue of this our wealth and prosperity will grow. I shall look upon all other women as my sisters. Together we shall protect our children and our household. In turn, Chandan replies, I shall love you with single-minded devotion as my husband. I shall treat all other men as my brothers, and my devotion to you is of a chaste wife. The fourth step would be taken now. Hari Om Chatushpari Bhav Sama Manuvrat Bhav Vishnustva Nayatu Putran Vindavahe Bahuste Santu Jadastayah. Step onto the fourth palm leaf. It is a great blessing that you have walked 4 steps with me. Satchyn says, you have brought auspiciousness and sacredness into my life. May we be blessed with obedient children and may they live long. In turn, Chandan responds, I shall decorate you from your feet to your head with flowers and garlands and serve you as a dutiful wife. The fifth step would be taken now. Om Panchapari Bhav Sama Manuvrat Bhav Vishnustva Nayatu Putran Vindavahe Bhahuste Santu Jadastayah. Now that you have walked 5 steps with me, you have enriched my life, Satchyn says. May God bless you. May our loved ones live long and share in our prosperity. In turn, the Dulohin replies to Satchyn, I shall share both in your joys and sorrows. Your love shall make me trust and honor you, and I pledge to always carry out your wishes. The 6th step would be taken now. Om Saptapadi Bhav Sama Manuvrat Bhav Vishnustva Nayatu Putran Vindavahe Bahuste Santu Charastayah. Satchyn says to the Dulohin, you have filled my heart with happiness by walking 6 steps with me. May you fill my heart with great joy and peace throughout our lifetime, our married life together. In turn, Chandan responds, in all acts of righteousness, in material prosperity, in every form of enjoyment and divine acts, I promise I shall participate with you at all times. The 7th step would be taken now. Om Saptapadi Bhav Sama Manuvrat Bhav Vishnustva Nayatan Putran Vindavahe Bahuste Santu Jadastayah. As you have walked 7 steps with me, our love and friendship has become eternal. We have experienced spiritual union in God. Now you have become completely mine, and I offer my life to you. May our marriage be forever. In turn, Chandan responds and says, as per the laws of God and the Holy Scriptures, I have become your wife. We shall be truthful to each other, and in all things, may our love for each other be forever. So we'll turn to face the western direction now. The sun is in the west. You pay your respects to Bhagavan Suryanarayan Swami, just as Agin Devata is a witness to the sacred ceremony here today, so too is the son Suryanarayan Swami. Hari Om Shri Bhaskaraye Vidmahe Divakaraye Dhimahi Tanno Suryo Prachodayat. Bow. Shri Suryanarayan Swami ki Jai. Steve, let's turn back to face the east. Have you loaded? Put it in front of them there. Now, the loha, the stone, represents that which is firm and that which is steady. When we touch the loha, or that stone, you are praying that your relationship and your love for each other, you know there's a saying, steady as a rock. So you are praying that your love and your relationship together, your marriage, your relationship, and your lifetime would have that steadiness and that firmness that, of course, we have invoked into this loha from the day of the Matikor, the healthy ceremony, and of course we use today. But instead of taking your foot and touching, just take your hand and touch, both of you, because of course the kangan is still tied onto it. All right? So take the right hand and touch as I recite this mantra. Om Ashmarohanam Ashmitva Gum Stira Bhava Stita. Bow 3 times. Right, Steve, you could put it back on this side. Let's fix the puja for them, Steve. Now, before you actually take your seats, we will have the reading of the marriage vows. Chandan says to you, Satchyn, today I'm leaving the happy home, the love and protection of my parents to become your life companion. I pledge that I shall share this householder's life with you, both in pleasure and pain, happiness and sorrow, wealth and poverty, health and illness, fame and ill fame. But before I take my place on your left side, I insist that you give your promise to these 7 vows. So listen attentively, Satchyn. We'll ask for your consent to these afterwards. Firstly, if at any time you have to perform yajnas, attend religious ceremonies, I desire that you ask and obtain my consent, and I be allowed to accompany you. Secondly, if at any time you desire to perform pitri yajnas, I desire to be asked to join in such devotion. Thirdly, if at any time you have to make gifts, to lend or to borrow, I request that my consent be asked and obtained. If at any time you desire to serve our community, build a temple, or be involved in other religious and social service, I ask that I be allowed to join in such activities. If at any time you may have to leave home and go abroad on work or business, I must have the assurance that our welfare at home will be secured. I also insist that my prior consent be asked and obtained. You are to be the God of our home. I ask you now that our love and affection should grow and mature as we advance in age. That you do not allow the remarks of any unworthy or dishonorable persons to cause strife between us. As today, this sacred ceremony have joined us together for life. Let us remain so until our Creator is pleased to take us back. Do you, Satchyn, agree to these vows?
Yes, I agree.
I think everybody heard his agreement, his acceptance, loud and clear. Right. So he has agreed, he has accepted, and now he says to you, Chandan, I gladly accept these vows, and in turn, I ask that you would give your consent to these vows of mine. Firstly, you shall conduct yourself at home and in society to always bring honor to a family's name. Secondly, in my absence, you are expected to accommodate and entertain visitors to our home according to dharmic virtues and values of respect and honor and integrity. Should there ever be any domestic friction between us, you must never bear this in mind, because such differences are common to every home. Therefore, you must not leave our home, because such differences on your part may cause disunity in a home. And this is not in conformity with the laws of Dharma and the domestic history of our forefathers. You ought to be punctual, careful, responsible, and regular in your domestic duties. You ought to be the goddess of our home. Fifth, today by God's grace, I hope to share a comfortable home with you. But should adversity be our lot, you expect it to share with me with realism and hope. My adversity should be your adversity, my discomfort should be your discomfort, and my poverty should be your poverty. If ever I can no longer work for your welfare due to illness, you should assist me. Do you, Chandan, agree to these vows?
Yes, I agree.
So, you will now change places. The Dullahin would go to the left side of her husband. And from now on, whatever you do, if you sit to perform puja, whatever you do, if you sit to perform puja, even if you go to transact business, Satchyn, once the Dullahin is on your left side, all success, will come to you. Now, before you take your seats, it is my duty to point out to you, this sacred ceremony have joined us together for life. Let us remain so until our Creator is pleased to take us back. Sometimes you hear people say, marriage is not for one day alone. Marriage is for a lifetime. As Hindus, we do not subscribe to divorce and separation and so on. We believe the only way this union should be broken is when God takes away one member of that marriage. If you must travel abroad, if you must borrow, if you must lend, if you must perform yagna, pitri worship of the ancestors, you must seek and obtain my permission before you do so. Now, you know, Satchyn, is one thing to seek permission and another to obtain permission. Eh? You might say to Chandan, you know, the boy is at work going for a lime next week. Suppose she says, no, you can't go. Or you might say, Chandan, to him, to your husband, big mall, big sale in the mall, I'm going shopping. Now, you do not act on your own anymore, Satchyn, nor do you, Chandan. Before you leave home, you consult with your dullahin, or similarly you, whatever you do, you act in consultation with each other. So consultation, communication, compromise, because sometimes you might get no for an answer. Listen, if you agree 100% on everything, something wrong, eh? We agree to disagree, but we must disagree in a cordial and civil manner. You can have an argument just as we're speaking right now. That argument has an objective to sort out whatever disagreements. In other words, you don't have to shout to argue. You can have that debate, that argument in a cordial manner, in a civil manner, and reach an acceptable, amicable conclusion that is suitable to both of you. And last but not least, I promise to love and cherish you and work for your welfare. Now, these are very nice words, they're beautiful words. But how do we show that we love someone, we cherish someone, we work for their welfare? Well, some people might say, give them flowers, give them a gift. Nothing is wrong with that, that's good. But sometimes if that is all you do, give the flowers and afterwards there is hostility, then the flowers make no sense. You know, in Hindi we say, man kram aut vachan, in thought, word and deed. And this encapsulates in a very concise manner how we show that we love that person and we cherish that person through our thoughts, our words, and our deeds. So, we express. And you know, sometimes someone may be quiet, and you can just look at that person and sense there is a type of hostility or grievance within them. They're not speaking at all. But just looking at their facial expression, you know there's some hostility within them, isn't it? So sometimes our thoughts as well may convey certain negativities. So remember, man kram aut vachan, thought, word, and deed, we convey that we love and we cherish each other for a lifetime. All right? Right here, take your seats. So we're going on to the registration ceremony now. We will have the legal aspect of our ceremony performed. We need the witnesses. I was just about to take their information when the dullahin came in. So the witnesses would have to come back, of course, to sign and to submit their IDs so that we can take a record of that. And I'll pass you back to our good friend Jairaj Singh for a couple more selections as we're doing the registration.
Okay, thank you very much, Pandit. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, I've been taking some requests. And we had one of our foreign guests who requested a song. This is a beautiful request. Behin, what's your name again? Shobha. Shobha from Toronto in Canada requested this song. These people know real good music, boy. प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है। जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है। जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है। La 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 la। कुछ पाकर खोना है, कुछ को कर पाना है। जीवन का मतलब तो आना और जाना है। दो पल के जीवन से एक उम्र चुरानी है। जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है। जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है। क्या बात है, क्या बात है। La 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 la। तूफान तो आना है, आकर चल जाना है। बादल है ये कुछ पल का, छाकर ढल जाना है। परछाई न रह जाती निशानी है। जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है। जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है। Hey, let me just tell a little something for all of the requests so far. Every song that was requested so far are my favorite songs. Are my favorite songs. So thank you very much for these requests. These are some beautiful songs. Really, really, really beautiful songs. So I don't want the guests of Panditji to think, well, Mr. Jairaj come and Jairaj only singing songs he want to hear and he want to sing, and he only singing a set of old song. Like my son, when my son hear me singing these songs, he say, Daddy, the people who sing them songs, all of them die out. So I said, no, son, the song, perhaps some of the singers, but the songs are immortal songs. So I want to do a new song for the younger people before they say, well, this Mr. does only sing them old songs. I want to, all the young people. Oh God, like all the young people going home. Who are young? All right, so this is a young people. Pandit, it's over to Pandit, and after I will do that song.
Right, so before we get that brand new song from Jairaj, we have just completed the registration, that is the legal part of the marriage, and we're moving on now to the blessing and exchange of the wedding rings. Chandan, are you two there? Both? Hold together. Take a flower. Hold it towards the diya, the kalsa. So the rings obviously is a sign that marriage has taken place. Today, as you exchange these rings for each other, there's an acceptance of each other as the life companion. You are praying for the blessings of Bhagavan Ganapati to be invoked into these wedding rings, that as you would exchange them for each other, your relationship would be strengthened, your marriage would be strengthened, your love for each other would be strengthened. Hari Om Pavitreshno Vaishnavabhyo Savitur Prasanutpanam Yat Chidrein Pavitrein Suryasya Rasmibhiha. Touch it to the kalsa there and bow. Shri Krishna Arpanam. So Chandan, you're going to wear the ring for Sachin first. Right, so Sachin, you will hold out your hand for the wedding ring. So she says to you today, I accept you as my husband, as my life's companion, and I present this ring to you as a symbol of my acceptance of you. Hari Om Pavitreshno Vaishnavabhyo Savitur Prasanutpanam Yat Chidrein Pavitrein Suryasya Rasmibhiha. And in turn, Sachin will wear the ring for his dulhin, and similarly he says to you, I accept you as my life's companion, and I present this ring to you as a symbol of my acceptance. Om Shuklam Vardharam Vishnu Shashivaranam Chaturbhuram Prasanavaranam Dhyayit Sarva Vighano Shantaye. Right, do we have the Sindoor here, Steve? The Sindoor, of course, is a mark of marriage. Chandan, you will hold this in your right hand. Sachin, just uncover it. Hold your hand towards the diya here for the blessing of the Sindoor. Hold together. So when the Sindoor is applied on the mang of the dulhin, it signifies, of course, she is now a married woman. But it's not just for the physical appearance of the Sindoor, but the benefit it brings to your marriage. And the benefit that this brings to the marriage, it brings the longevity of the dullaha and the dullahin. So this is what you pray for, as this Sindoor would be blessed. Hari Om Sinduram Shobhanam Raktam Saubhagyam Priyavardhanam Sukharang Moksharang Shaiva Sinduram Priti Grihitam. Bow to it. Shri Krishna Arpanam. Offer the flower by the kalsa. And Chandan, you will give the Sindoor to Satchyn now. Satchyn, your heads would be covered, and you're going to use the ring finger on the right hand, and you're going to apply 5 times upwards in the middle of the mang. All right? So the big sister's here. She's going to cover the heads. So this part of the ceremony is done under the privacy. You know, there is a saying that certain things should remain private between wife and husband. And certainly this is the first indication to the Dulaha and Dulahin that this should occur. Right? So the picture would be taken. Right, cover them now. So Satchyn, once you have applied 5 times, then you will come out from under the covering, and the big sister will just make sure it has been applied properly. Rakhlaaj meri sindoor ki, Shiva Shankar ki pyari, Gaura Parvati, मोहे एक तेरा ही आसरा, तू ही पालनहारे, गौरा पार्वती, रखलाज मेरी सिंदूर की, शिव शंकर की प्यारी, Gaura Parvati. Chandan, turn the next way now, so you can lift the cover on that side. Just let us know if you need the Sindoor. Right. So Satchyn, this is just to ensure you did a good job in applying the Sindoor. You know, sometimes the Dulaha is too excited, he puts too much Sindoor or smudges it up. So this is just to ensure, you know, it has been applied properly. And from today on, of course, Chandan will wear the Sindoor regularly, which means daily, every day, on the mang, as this, of course, brings to the home and to the marriage that auspiciousness and, of course, success and happiness. So when you see the big sister start to ask for paper towel and thing, it means you probably went a little too much, too heavy. It's good. I take off the covering now. And Satchyn, we have a gift to give to the big sister here. Say Krishna Arpanam, and you say Swasti. So Steve, do we have any other gifts to give out that we haven't given out as yet? So now is the time. Let us give all the gifts that needs to be given out. This is the cover for the Sindoor. You could give it to the now. He would secure it for you. This is for whom? This is for the Mamu. Right, so this is for Dulahin's mother. So Bahin, you can just come forward and receive this gift. So you see, we started off the ceremony this evening, you know, downstairs when we were doing the Dwara Puja by giving gifts, which is the tilak. And of course, we're coming to the end of the ceremony. We're still giving gifts. In the Hindu marriage ceremony, of course, gift giving forms a central part of what we do. So Krishna Arpanam, Swasti, receive the gift. And this is for whom? Right. And this is for the now. He's right here. You can offer this to him. Say Krishna Arpanam. Right, good. That's it, Steve? All gifts taken care of? All right. So do we have the malas there for the Garland ceremony? Both of you would stand for the Garland ceremony. Of course, to facilitate the camera at the right angle, we're just stepping forward, a little bit. So they will tell you when you are in position, in the right position, just to make sure we have the right shot at the right angle. So I was saying to you, the Garland ceremony dates back more than 7,000 years ago. Yeah. It dates back more than 7,000 years ago to the time of the Ramayana, when the marriage between Lord Rama and Sita Devi had taken place. when she had garlanded the Lord, Sri Ram, at the time of their marriage. As Hindus, we follow this tradition up to today. So just before they garland each other, we'll just sing a couple lines of this bhajan that describes the reenactment of this joyous occasion. Jai Mala, Jai Mala, Jai Mala, Jai Mala, Siya Dale Ram Gale, Jai Mala, Siya Dale Ram Gale, Jai Mala. दुल्हा तो श्री रामा बनी है, दुल्हा तो श्री रामा बनी है. लक्ष्मण देवर सै बाला, लक्ष्मण देवर सै बाला, सिया डाले राम गले जय माला, सिया डाले राम गले जय माला. जय माला, जय माला, जय माला, जय माला, सिया डाले राम गले जय माला, सिया डाले राम गले जय माला. सीतापति रामचंद्र की जय. So Chandan, you would garland Satchyn first. Malyadeni sugandheni malyadeni nivai prabhu. Maya hiritani pujartham. In turn, Satchyn, you would garland your dulahin. Maya hritani pujartham pushpani pratigrahitam. In the traditions of the Hindu marriage, the wife performs her husband arati. Chandan, take this flower, place it on his head. You're going to perform his arati. Satchyn, you raise your right hand. You're going to bless the dulahin. So she says to you, I accept you today as my husband, as my life's companion, and I offer this arati worthy of a devata 5 times. Sajang chavachitam yuktam vahina yojitam mayam deepam grahana devasya trilokyam timirapaham. Bow. Right, Satchyn's dad is here. Bhai, come up on stage. Satchyn, take this thali. Take this flower, go to your dad. Put the flower on his head. We leave the blessings of the parents also brings to us success and happiness. Tum hi ho mata pita, tum hi ho bandhu sakha, tum hi ho mata pita, tum hi ho bandhu sakha, tum hi ho. Blessings of the Guru. You have the mala? Yeah, you can offer the mala. Guru ji ki charanon mein शीश को झुकाओ, गुरु जी की चरणों में शीश को झुकाओ. जन्म जन्म की भाग्य फल को पाओ, जन्म जन्म की भाग्य फल को पाओ. गुरु जी की चरणों में शीश को झुकाओ, गुरु जी की चरणों में शीश को झुकाओ. श्री गुरु महाराज की जय. We have the Mangal Sutra here, Steve. So we're coming down to the last aspects of the marriage ceremony, which is the Mangal Sutra Dan and the Tag part. So the Mangal Sutra is a gift that, of course, the husband gives to the Dulahin. And this gift that is given to the Dulahin brings to their marriage that success and happiness and auspiciousness that, of course, they both pray for. So holding both hands first by the light, by the diya, Satchyn, we pray for the blessing. We pray for the blessing of the Mangal Sutra first and foremost. Om Sumangalariyam Vadur Ima Gum Samit Pashyan Saubhagyavati Datva Yathastham Vipretana. Bow to it. Shri Krishna Arpanam. Right, you wait now for her. And perhaps we can ask Baraka, Avish, to be on standby. You are needed next. And I want to facilitate that new song, Jairaj, because I'm curious to hear the new song as well. So after these two, just and as we prepare for Havan, we'll have that brand new selection from Jairaj singing. Right, so Satchyn is just figuring out the methodology of wearing Mangal Sutra. So give him a moment. It's the first time, obviously, he's doing it. I'm sure he will get the hang of it. Right, Satchyn? All clear? Good. Right, so Avish, we need you now, the Bedi here. And Avish, of course, is the Baraka. So you know Baraka means big brother, right? And in Hinduism, the Baraka is looked upon as a father figure as well. Right? So you stand at the side of the Dullahin with this tag part in hand. Holding it between the thumb and the index finger. So we're saying that Baraka means big brother, and in Hinduism we look upon the Baraka and give him the same respect worthy of the father figure in the home. So as you stand next to the Dullahin today, you say to her, you give this promise to her, as she begins this new stage of life, if she encounters any difficulties whatsoever, then you stand at her side to give her the assurance you would assist her in overcoming such difficulties. As such, the respect between the Dullahin and the Baraka is like that of a father to a daughter. So touch here, and touch by the forehead 3 times. Om sthanam pradhanam na balam pradhanam sthani stita janani nagendra tav prabhavan kanthe bina garajasi shankarasya. Wear it for her now. Wear it for her. Open it and wear it for her. Right. And you have a gift to give to the Dullahin. Right. So you take a flower. Right. Give it to her. Say Krishna Arpanam Swasti. Right. Steve, just take the gift from Chandan and you can give it to someone to keep and just fix the spear afterwards, Steve. So we'll have that brand new selection from Jairaj Singh as we are preparing for the final Havan.
हर घड़ी बदल रही है रूप जिंदगी, चाहो है कभी कभी है रूप जिंदगी, हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो जो है समा कल हो न हो। हर घड़ी बदल रही है रूप जिंदगी, चाहो है कभी कभी है रूप जिंदगी। हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो, जो है समा कल हो न हो। चाहे जो तुम्हें पूरे दिल से मिलता है वो मुश्किल से, ऐसा जो कोई नहीं है बस वो ही सबसे हंसी है। उस हाथ को तुम थाम लो, वो मेहरबान कल हो न हो। हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो, जो है समा कल हो न हो। La la la, oh 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 oh, la la la, oh पलकों की ले साए, पास कोई जो आए, लाख संभालो पागल दिल को, दिलदार के ही जाए। पर सोच लो इस पल है जो वो दास्तां कल हो न हो। हर घड़ी बदल रही है रूप जिंदगी, चाहो है कभी कभी है रूप जिंदगी। हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो, जो है समा कल हो न हो। हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो, जो है समा कल हो न हो।
ओम भूः स्वाहा, ओम भुवः स्वाहा, ओम जनः स्वाहा, ओम तपः स्वाहा, ओम स्वः स्वाहा, ओम महः स्वाहा, ओम सत्यं स्वाहा, ओम तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। Make wishes. श्री इष्ट देवताय नमः स्वाहा, श्री कुल देवताय नमः स्वाहा, सर्वदेवी देवताभ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। wash the hand and give her some paper towels and so on to wipe the hand. अच्छा खड़ा हो जाए. Let us all stand for Purnahuti. Hari Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Yadakshate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Sarvam Vai Purnagam Sarvam Vai Purnagam Sarvam Vai Purnagam Swaha. Arpan kar the fire. Sarvatirat Samayuktam Sugandhim Nirmalam Jalamachmanyam Mayaratam Grahanam Parameshwaram. Fan the fire. 4 directions, up and down. Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu Mangalam Garudvaja Mangalam Pundarikakshang Mangalaye Tanu Hari. Offer there and bow to the fire. Take the hand and pass it over the fire and pass it over your head. So we want Panditji, Bahin, join us here in the Mandap area. We have Nani, Nana. You can join us as well. We join together in the Ashirvad, the blessings of this ceremony. Sachin's dad. Come on this side where you can face them. Take flowers, both of you. And we have space, we can have the other family members. Once we have space on stage, feel free to join us. As we join together in the blessing of this new couple, Satchyn and Chandan. Steve, look, we have others here. Watch the fire, those who are near the fire. Right, so I think we have a wonderful mix from both sides of the family here, Satchyn's and Chandan, you know, parents and grandparents and sisters and brothers and puja and right. So I think we're all set for the Ashirvad, the blessing of this newlywed couple. Ganapati Girija Vrishabhadhaja Shanamukho Nandi Mukhadim Dima Manujamala Trishula Mrigastvacham Pratidinam Kusalam Jai Mangalam Pratidinam Kusalam Jai Mangalam Ravi Shashi Kuja Indu Brihaspati Briguja Bhanuja Singhaja Ketava Uraganama Piyoga Charasya Pratidinam Kusalam Jai Mangalam Pratidinam Kusalam Jai Mangalam Surasari Ravi Nandini Gomati Sarayutam Pisagar Ghargara Kanakarapati Gandaki Narmara Pratidinam Kusalam Jai Mangalam. Pratidinam Kusalam Jai Mangalam. Bhrigumari Chipulasya cha Angira. Kapilavatsa Agastya cha Narara. Guru Vashishta Sanatan Jaimini. Pratidinam Kusalam Jai Mangalam. Pratidinam Kusalam Jai Mangalam. Varuna Indra Kuvera Hutashana. Yamasemiran Varidhi Kunjara. Suraganama Suraschar Mahidhara. Pratidinam Kusalam Jai Mangalam. Pratidinam Kusalam Jai Mangalam. Pratidinam Kusalam Jai Mangalam. We give thanks to that Divine Lord Ganesh Bhagwan, to Shiva Shankar Bhagwan, Gauri Parvati Mata. These are the blessings that we have come together today and being part of this auspicious Vivaah Sanskar ceremony. We pray that their blessings will be bestowed upon this newlywed couple of Chandan and Satchyn. Through the blessings and guidance, may you gain all success and happiness. We pray for the fulfillment of all goals and desires that you would set for yourselves. Mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam janadhanam yat pujitam maya devam paripurnam tarasvame. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva bandhuscha sakha tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Om shanti 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 hari om. Boliye Shri Gajanan Swami ki, Umapati Mahadev ki, Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki, Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki, Uresa Jagannath ki, Bolo Bhai Sab Santan ki, Siyapati Ramachandra ki, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki. Jai Jai Sitaram. My dear friends, I have great pleasure in presenting to you Mr. and Mrs. Satchyn Ramlal. Give them a round of applause. Offer the flowers on the Bedi there and bow. Acha, Asaniji, can you be seated? So.
भर को दिल की दुनिया कोई नहीं है। सागर किनारे दिल ये पुकारे, तू जो नहीं तो मेरा कोई नहीं है। ओ सागर किनारे लहरों पे नाचे किरणों की परिया, लहरों पे नाचे किरणों की परिया। मैं कोई जैसे सागर में नदिया, तू ही अकेली तो कोई नहीं है। सागर किनारे दिल ये पुकारे, तू जो नहीं तो मेरा कोई नहीं है। हो सागर किनारे। All right, yeah. All right, so there's another song that was requested here. Another song that was requested here. I want to do this song. What is your name, sir? Mr. Dave from where? Dave from Gasparilla. Give him a nice round of applause. This fella know good music, boy. Dave look like a star, boy. There's a nice song. There's a real. Now this, Dave, this is big people tune. Eh? This is a big people song. There you go. Hey, 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 कोरा कागज़ था ये मन मेरा, 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 लिख लिया नाम इस पे तेरा, तेरा, तेरा। कोरा कागज़ था ये मन मेरा, लिख लिया नाम इस पे तेरा। सुना आंगन था जीवन मेरा, बस गया प्यार इसमें तेरा। Dedicated to Dave. मैं करता हूँ जिस दिन सपनों में देखा करता हूँ। टूट न जाए सपने मैं करता हूँ जिस दिन
सपनों में देखा करता हूँ नैन कजरारे मतवारे इशारे खाली दर्पण था ये मन मेरा रच गया रूप इसमें तेरा कोरा कागज का ये मन मेरा लेके लिया नाम इसमें तेरा.
Hey, you know real music, boys. You know real music. When you go down by the car, you will take one, get one, when you go by the car.
दिन आया मेरे चिट्ठियाँ गवाई सारी सारी रात जागूं दूं मैं दुहाई चैन गवाया मैंने निंदिया गवाई सारी सारी रात जागूं दूं मैं दुहाई कहाँ क्या मैं आगे निधन आगे नहीं लागे कोई दुश्मन था ये मन मेरा बन गया मैं जाके तेरा कोरा कागज था ये मन मेरा लिख लिया नाम इसमें तेरा. भागों में चैनों के खिलने से पहले तेरे मेरे नैनों के मिलने से पहले भागों में फूलों के खिलने से पहले तेरे मेरे नैनों के मिलने से पहले कहाँ तेरे आगे मुलाकातें इशारे टूटा तारा था ये मन मेरा बन गया चांद होके तेरा कोरा कागज था ये मन मेरा लिख लिया नाम इसमें तेरा.
That was a big tune, boy. Hey, that was a nice song. That was a real big tune. So this next song, whenever I sing the song, I just feel like running around a tree. It's one of those songs. It is one of those songs that makes you feel to run around a tree.
La 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 सावन का महीना पवन करे सो जियरा रे झूमे से जैसे बनवा नाचे सावन का महीना पवन करे सो जियरा रे झूमे से जैसे बनवा नाचे
All you put up your hands together for the bride and groom. Dula hand, dula hand. Give them a nice round of applause.
गले ना कोई जो जियरा रे झूमे से जैसे बनवा नाचे वो ओ सावन का महीना पवन करे सो जियरा रे झूमे से जैसे बनवा नाचे वो जैसे बनवा नाचे वो सावन का महीना पवन करे सो जियरा रे झूमे से जैसे बनवा नाचे वो जियरा रे झूमे से जैसे बनवा नाचे वो हर जियरा रे झूमे से जैसे बनवा नाचे
So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our sound engineer this evening, Rakesh. He did a marvelous job. And let me ask you to put your hands together for Pandit Rajesh. Let me thank him very much for having me. Give him a nice round of applause, Pandit and Mrs. Rampasad. Thank you very much, sir. Panditji, for having me here today. And Panditji, in case anybody want to get in contact with me, Pandit Rajesh is my agent. You could contact he and he will contact me. Yes. Yes. Especially if you want to carry me Canada. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let me thank you very much. The sound engineer, he has not had breakfast as yet. He has not had his breakfast. Let me ask you also to put your hands together for Navin Lalu and his kids. Give them a nice round of applause. And thank you all very much.
Navin Lalu Streaming Network for live streaming of any event featuring multiple camera angles, clean audio, video and photo slides. For information, call 335-0205. Navin Lalu Streaming Network, bringing real-time events to you.